Right now, I want to go through the people that graduated. Is Toddy up here? There's Toddy over there. Okay. So we're going to talk about the people that just spent 2 years with us and graduated with us, and we have a graph afterwards showing their growth and showing their savings growth. We're all about measurement. So our 2-year graduates, if you would all come up, please. We're going to put you all on this stage. And they got our plaque for you over there. So our 2-year graduates, we're going to applause for them after it's over so I can call all their names because there's 40 of them. It's the biggest graduating class we ever had. Kid Bate, come on up. Obedience is not a theme that you all like. No clapping till the end. And then we're going to clap at once. Woo! Austin Bates, come on up. Josh Brown, Julie Johnson, Tony Cardinelli, Kelly Carr, Michael Church, Robert Curtis, Sean Kurtz, Ron Erdman Jr., my man Mario Galdes. He calls me once a week. We chat all the time. Where's my man Mario? You looking good to come up here? Where is Mario? He's ready. He's looking good. He got his bow tie. He's ready. It's been a long 2 years for you, Wild Man. It's been a long, hard road. Adam Hughes, my girl Monica Jones, June Lemmings, Daniel Longman, pretty boy Justin Lapotin. How he graduated, I'll never know. Tim Lowe, Toby Love, I'm rushing for you people. Am I rushing? I'm rushing. I'll let him get caught up. Pretty boy, you made it. You're not that pretty anymore. You've gotten older in the last 2 years. It was very pretty when I first signed him up. I probably wore him out now, but gave him some wrinkles. You guys caught up now? You ready for me? Kevin Mackesy, Michael Martin, Evan McDonough, Randall Mills, Cameron Mustafi. I like Cameron. He's a lot of fun. Eric Miriata, Michael Nathanson, Tuan Gwen, LaShawn Norden, Ben Olson, Josh Osborne, Bill Rookstool, Deborah Rose, Stuart Sadler, multiple lines. This is a giant graduating class, biggest graduating class we've ever had. And we will never have a graduating class this again. After you guys, no more than 20 students at a time, so it'll never be this big again. This was a lot for us, this many at once. This was my let's get bigger stage. That's what you guys all were part of. The Rick wants to get bigger. Now he just wants to get what? Better. Did I call out Donna Sanford? Shannon Schinkel, Kyle Sweden, my pro football player, Tony Umholtz, been great having him, David Viveros, John Wagner, Kelly Weston, Brett Wilson, Jeff Wusinich, and Zaid Hanna. Come on up here. Wait till they all get up here. Don't clap yet. We can go 3 or 4 deep. It don't matter. Now listen, he was a kicker. It's not like he was a linebacker or nothing. He was a kicker, but he played in the NFL.
Offensive tackle.
Offensive tackle, baby, I get. So listen, I want to be clear.
Don't spoil my thunder.
Okay, I want to, though. I'll let you do it. But listen, I want to tell you all right now. This was the biggest class we ever had. And when I first took on this many, it was part of, we all go through a phase where we get big. taking none of you was none a mistake, but it was a lot of transition in our program. It caused a lot of disruption because new clients are a lot of work. But once this group got rolling after about 6 or 8 months, this was a great group of students. I mean, just dedicated, loyal, hardworking. I thought one of the most fun classes we ever had. And then Todd pointed something out to me, and I want to let Todd talk about this.
So guys, Donna Sanford?
I did call Donna Sanford.
Maybe she's in my... So guys, this is our largest graduating class in 17 years. But there's something else special about them. And I actually did not realize this until a couple weeks ago as Tennille and I were prepping for this and we were doing all the graduate calls. So Tennille, can you show my graph? Their starting cash net worth was $369 and went up to $717. It's 94%. So this graduating class, this part is fairly typical where, I mean, I can't believe we do it, but they literally almost doubled their cash net worth from 2 years ago when they started. So
their whole life, they had 369, their whole life, and none of these are 4 years old.
Probably average age.
They're all older than 4 years old.
Average
so that
age.
was their cash, and now look at them now,
Yeah.
double. They picked up 350 grand savings in 2 years.
That's crazy. But look at the second graph. This has never been this high ever. This is the highest income producing class and highest growth class in income. 376 was the starting income, all the way up to 880,000 average income.
Unbelievable!
Unbelievable.
Listen, we got a lot of people in this class that started at 300 or 400 to make $1 million. This was an unbelievable group. Just the competitive and the drive. You've all done so well. I'm super proud of all of you. It was a great, great, great run. And I got to tell you, I don't know that I'll ever get that number again, Todd. Saved $300,000 in 2 years, earned $500,000 in 2 years. I hope you're all very proud of you. Me and Todd and Rita and Kendra are very proud of you. So every group, we like to identify the best realtor and the best lender to share their experience with you, representing all of you. So we think the best representatives for this group are a lender that went from 600 grand to 2.4 million in your group. Unbelievable growth. Now listen, she ain't new in the business. She's been in the business a long time, about 15 or 18 years, and she has blown up. I have personally coached her. I find her not only one of the best people I've ever been around, but one of the best students I've ever had in my life. And I've had some great ones. I've had people, Shayla, Foreman, Josh. I've had some of the greatest students in the world. This girl is truly a rock star. She never argues. She does all her homework. She's a joy to coach. I've had her, and the other coaches have had her speak highly of her. We'd like to hear from our girl, Julie Johnson, representing the lenders from this graduating class. You need a microphone.
Whew. Wow.
She does not like to public speak, but I made her anyway.
Forgive me for my notes. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't forget anything. Well, first of all, never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I would be up here. This is crazy. But before I get into that, I just wanted to say thank you to my husband and partner, Paul, because we did this together. And if, you know, I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for you, your support, your love, your smarts, everything. So I love you and I admire you every day. So thank you.
Oh, my God. You're ruining the rest of our life. How do I go home after that?
Okay. So,
God.
So my story is really quick. I spent really the most of my 20 years in the mortgage industry as a below-average loan officer. So I took a break 6 years ago from being a sales manager and an originator to working in my region in recruiting. And then after 4 years, my regional showed me this program, and I said, I gotta quit right now. I gotta do this. This is what I've been waiting for my whole life. So I started the CD program, and I didn't have one realtor. That's crazy. So through the CD program, I got to know Josh, Rick, Todd, Shayla, Lisa. I mean, so many incredible coaches that I felt like I even know them. So when I see them now, I'm like, oh my God, you're a rock star. This is crazy. So just seeing them at the summits was incredible. So 2 years ago, I was sitting right here in this exact same venue, just high. I mean, I don't do drugs, but I swear to God, the high that I felt that day, I still have today. I'm just so thankful to be part of this. Thank you so much.
You've been amazing, girl. Unbelievable. Great having you. Unbelievable job. So, Listen, super grounded, super humble, great implementer, 30 to 35 closings a month, really good team, 5 loan reps, great saver, good student. Just all around really good person. And I think that the industry in the mortgage business needs more Julie Johnsons. Humble, grounded, committed, dedicated, honorable. Everything that I want to be known for, she's already known for. I think this group is lucky to have her. For the realtor side, this is not quite like Julie. He's spectacular in his own way, but a different style. He's a realtor. He's in San Jose market. I normally don't take any clients that make over $600,000. It's just a bar with me. I find over $600,000, they're a little know-it-all-ish, and I'm know-it-all-ish enough for all of you. You understand that? So it's just, they want to question more, but this guy came to the room and he said, well, I don't do that many units. I make a lot of money, but I don't do that many units. I really think I would be a good coaching student. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're not what I want. It's not going to be fun for me. You're going to challenge me too much. It's going to be annoying. We had a cigar. We really connected. He shared some stuff, some pain in his life, and we connected, and I brought him in the program. First 6 months was rough. He's exploded after that. He's super fun. He's super competitive. The coaches like coaching him. The people on his calls like it. Now I find him sharing around at fires and helping in his industry, doing great things, I'm telling you. So, big realtor. He went from 900. Last year he netted 2.5 million. Unbelievable run, Zaid Hanna. Congratulations, buddy. Great job. Killed it. Killing it.
Thank you, Rick. So when I first met him, he said, you're not coachable. I said, probably you're right. First call I had with you, Todd, you said, you have a big ego. I remember that call very well. And here I am, graduating valedictorian. Well, 2 months into it, I put my ego to the side and I said, I gotta listen. I gotta be coachable. So as you shared, I was making a lot of money walking into this, and my ego was big, and I thought I knew a lot. I had built a phenomenal business, but then my wife went to Kendra and she said, I want my husband back. And I was working all the time. I was working 80 hours a week, taking every call, barely had a team. So I said, all right, I gotta buckle down and do this right. After I joined the Core, I was quickly humbled by Dayton's numbers. Oh my gosh, 600 sides. I beat that with volume.
He can't help himself, can he? Just can't help. Can't give a comment without a little takeaway. Wow.
I love you, Dane, wherever you're at. So I realized very quickly that I could actually scale my business and step back. So what the Core did for me was they taught me how to hire. So I went from one assistant and my wife being my operations and marketing to a team of 11 today.
Bring this group in. Look at that, he wants a logo.
3, 2, 1, one more. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
All right, congratulations, great job. Life, I got you for life.
Yes.
Brett, awesome. Guys, amazing, good job, good run, unbelievable. God, does it feel like 2 years? Somebody told me earlier it felt like 10. It's a lot of work. Listen. What we do is a lot of work. It's hard. It's hard work. I was talking to Kirk Van Horn, been here 16 years. And he's like, $3.5 million in the bank, $750 in income, teeny little resort market. And he's like, baby, I just stay the course. And he stays the course. And that's really the secret, to stay the course for a long period of time. There have been a lot of great athletes that have come and gone. But you look like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, 20 years of greatness. That's what I want for all of you. I want 20 years of you knocking it down, getting better every year. Y'all waiting on me? Okay. Got to find my glasses in here again. You know, I can't see without them anymore. Wow. When does it all go away? So these are my 5-year people that have been with me for 5 years. These are advanced grads. They stay in the program a long time. They continue to grow and they continue to get better. Of these 5, my girl Alicia Blackwood, Tim Bullock, Suzanne Caldera, Billy Campbell, Patrick Conway, one of my coaches, Holly Couture, another great realtor, Carol Flanagan, a great lender, Mark Frisco, a great realtor, Ty Clam, Keely Mateo, one of my all-time favorites, Jorge Montoya, just a charming young lady, Steph Noble, and my man, Phil Puma. Come on up here. Oh, and Cody Touche. Unbelievable, buddy. You can have as much kisses as you want. 5 years, brother. Got on the team 5 years. Holly, great job. Good job, Carol. Unbelievable. Great job. What? I forgot Mike Smalley. Did he finally show up? Did he get here? Where's Mike? Where's Michael? Come on up. How did I miss him? Britt, they crossed him off. Was he not here today? He's not here. You're yelling at me. Hold on. Julie, what do you got to say about your spouse? The most loving, the most kind, the most considerate, the most... Look, she's not even listening to me. She's ignoring me. This is how you get, Aaron. Mark, awesome job. Congratulations. Jorge, thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Buddy, Philly, good job. Good job, brother. Excellent, excellent. Excellent job, young lady.
Thank you.
Mwah. Excellent job.
Thank you.
You look great. Excellent job, Alicia. Mwah. Good job, brother.
Thanks, sir.
Good job. Good job. These guys have been with me 5 years. Been a long time. I got 22 minutes. I'm going to let them all talk for a minute, okay? Give me a microphone. I'm going to let you all have a couple minutes. Why are you here for 5 years? That's the big question.
Oh, man, when I came in here, I was kind of like Zay. Thought I knew it all, thought I had it all together, but I was probably the most broken person in here. I needed this program more than anybody, let me tell you. I had a brokerage, had to shut it down, went through a divorce, went through arbitration, partnership breakups, and every step of the way, I promise you, I thought they were going to kick me out. I was like, please don't fire me, please don't fire me. Begged to stay in, and boy, you were so gracious to keep me in this program. And
You're
it's
doing great now, killing it.
changed my life.
Sometimes it
Changed
takes
my life.
longer. Sometimes it's a longer battle.
Took me 3 years to graduate, 2-year program, by the way.
That's okay.
But hang
You'll
in
be
there,
here.
stick
You'll be
through
here
it.
for 20. It's okay. Don't
Exactly,
worry about it.
yeah.
I'll be here for 20. We're
That's
glad
right.
to have you. Cody, 5 years. What's your journey been like?
Yes, sir. I knew I needed some help. I had my biggest year ever, and it was like 78% refi, and I knew that the market was going to change a couple years back. And sure enough, it did, but I joined the Core, and that next year, I did just as much, if not a little more volume, and I was 80% purchase. And then from there, we just exploded. I went from 39 million before I joined the Core to 77 to 98 to 102 last year. So.
Wow.
102 million, I really never expected that. It's 100% attributable to the accountability that I get in this program. I just was reading one of your signs out there where it said your information is free, but the accountability costs everything.
It
And
does
it's
cost a lot of
absolutely
money,
true,
baby.
right?
You
It's
get the
absolutely
information
true.
online.
Yeah, there's nothing we do is rocket science, right? I mean, everything is just about the daily disciplines, and I honestly know that if I didn't have a coach, I wouldn't do it anymore. So
We love having
I'm
you,
here for
Cody.
life.
We love having you. Alicia, 9 years we've been together, I think, isn't it?
14 years. So before I actually joined the Core, I already was following the systems for 9 years. I'm like their little groupie. And I finally joined because I broke the Core record at the time, measly 14 million in a month. And I was like, I think I want to coach, Rick. He goes, you've never even paid me any money. And I'm like, oh, whoops, okay, I'll pay you money now. So I started coaching, and I was a little cocky. I had horrible savings, even though I was making a ton of money. So since then, I've saved, I'm up to 1.3 million, so I'm super excited about that. And I've made $1 million every year since, so it's been 6 years.
6 years in a row making $1 million.
6 years in
Finally
a row.
started to turn in a good saver. What
Yep.
changed?
Well, you told me I had to hit a certain savings to become a coach, so I listened. But the biggest change was life balance. I was working 80 hours easy, and my daughters, I wouldn't see them. I wouldn't see my daughter when I'd leave to work before she got up in the morning, and I would get home after she went to bed. And now I'm 40, 45 hours max.
No more than 45 ever.
Max.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Home all the time for dinner, involved with all the
doing
kids
date
and all the
night,
animals.
life balance,
doing all kind
girls'
of
night,
hospital
Tuesday
charity
night.
work with her therapy animals. Doing a great job.
Yeah,
We're proud of you.
huge change in my life. So quality of life is much better.
Cool. Steph, what's your journey been like for 5 years?
Well, I remember coming in here 5 years ago and just being totally impressed with how humble everyone was and how much they shared information, and just being surprised at how much people earned, how much they saved, and just how baller they were. So I started, and I think I did about 36 million when I started, and then last year my team and I did 97, and I hit $1 million 2 years in a row.
Good
so
for you. Congratulations, girl. Good job for you, Steph. Keely, what's 5 years been like with us?
You know, when I came in here, what drew me to this group was the spirituality and listening to people talk so highly of their spouses. I had just gone through a divorce, and my life was a mess. So that part is wonderful now. I remarried, and my marriage is great, and my income has doubled since I started. as you
Doubled your
promised.
income and found some balance. That seems pretty
Yep.
good to me.
So now I just need to go further. Make
Just
the
got to
million.
keep growing. That's what it's about. Keep making more money and working less hours. We're proud of you,
it's been
Keely. You're
great.
doing great. Billy Campbell, what's 5 years been like for you?
Well, I actually found out about the Corps in 2008. And I remember sitting next to Josh Sigmund, and he was pissing and moaning about getting 40 leads per month. And I thought I could do it on my own for 4 years.
Lots of people think they can do it on their own.
I was wrong. And to his credit, the information is free, but the accountability is what you pay for. And then I heard a coaching CD, and Josh was making $3.3 million. And I just actually told some friends this last night, that the biggest regret I have professionally was not joining this earlier. But I actually lied to get in on my income. Oops. I went
you.
from
Very nice. We
no
promote
money
honesty.
and tons of debt to a great savings, my dream house, my dream ski condo, a team that I absolutely love. I'm able to take vacations and leave my phone at home now. I don't bring it.
A lot of work, though, isn't it?
It is, but it's
And
been
you're all hard workers. You're a great worker. You turned into a great worker. You should be very proud of yourself, Billy. You made a lot of changes.
Thank you.
Philly, on my team, now a coach. What's your journey been like for 5 years?
Yeah, before the Corps, I was working 70+ hours a week, never saw my family, stuck at about 10 million. I just didn't think you could do anymore until I came here. You know, I saw, hiring a team as an expense, and really Rick and the rest of the Corps taught me that they're an asset, and really it's the only way to grow and to have time back in your schedule. I know you're still on me with my hours being at 50, but it is 10 times better, see the family. Closed out last year at 100 million. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Love being part of the team here and helping you guys do the same thing.
Thank you, Philly. Jorge Montoya,
Yes,
one of my
sir.
men. One of the men I'm coaching right now. I really enjoy.
Yeah.
How's your 5 years been?
You know what? It's been a journey. So I call myself a knucklehead just like you do in my market, because I got a PhD just like you do, public high school degree. And I feel really fortunate that through the Corps.
People like that term.
Yeah,
you know
it's
that.
true.
That's a good. Use that anytime you want. That brings
love it. I
raise
love it.
laughs. You got to say it with more enthusiastic. Any PhDs out here? I got a PhD, public high school degree.
That's right.
A little more enthusiasm in the joke.
So thanks. Always getting coached. The cool thing about it is that I feel that I have found my college, and I found that college through the Corps. And now being a father, I feel just so fortunate that I have so much more that I can pass down to her, so that she could just be a stronger and better version of me,
Well, I'm proud of you, brother. Mr. Frisco, how's your 5 years been?
So I guess I'm one that is staying the course. I'm the slow learner. Biggest advice to you guys is to implement faster and to surrender faster. So I decided to surrender about 6 months ago.
Of a 5-year journey.
Of the 5-year journey, yes.
Now, he has made money all this whole time, but now he's blowing up.
My income has gone up every year. My production has gone up every year, but it's just at a little bit slower pace. And this year I'm really blowing up.
Not rock star numbers, but the last couple months is starting to be what?
Last couple months have been good. 3 months, best ever, back-to-back, $100,000 pay logs. So,
Better
yeah.
coaching. It took a long time to find the right coach.
Yeah. Thanks, Phil.
I know. I was giving him a little prep. Tim, 5 years. How's it been for you?
Well, 5 years ago, I was bankrupt. I've paid back $200,000 of bankruptcy debt and finally got that discharged. And I've been able to save $400,000 in the last 5 years.
Wow, unbelievable. Woo!
And we just bought a house 3 months ago, which I was not able to do for the last 5
Wow,
years. So,
congratulations, Tim.
I stayed in because I think that eventually I'm going to figure this out, and I haven't figured it out yet.
Either have I, so there's hope
So-
for both of us, isn't there?
Thank you, Rick.
Great having you. Suzanne, how's your 5 years been? We've had some ropsy-turvsy times, haven't we?
It's definitely been a little rocky, and Jen Hernandez and a lot of the coaches, Robin, have changed my life. I saw Jen at the Mega, and I remember her telling the story about having $100,000 in debt and almost getting divorced because she was keeping it from her husband. And I'm like, girl, you're speaking to me. That was me. But since I've been in, haven't had the explosive growth, but we now have zero debt besides our mortgages. That's the only debt that we have. We finally paid off the last car, and I got a life, and that's all that I can ask for.
And you've grown every year. You're
Every
getting
year
better
I've-
every
I
year.
have grown.
I mean, listen, it bugs me when people aren't proud that their story is not as big as somebody else's story. If your story grows, you need to take pride in that. I've been very proud of you. I think you've
All
done
right, I'm
great.
going to own it. I
Cool.
grew.
Own it.
Thanks.
Holly, tell us about your 5 years.
Well, when I first met you, I don't know if you remember or not, but I had a baby and I had a plan, and I had my mom meet me at every exit because I was told you better not be late for class, and TMI, but I was feeding my kid. And so I would have to run and cut the whole line of nobody I knew, and I'd be like, no, I'm going first. And I was like, I can't be late for Rick Ruby. And I'd be like, you're done eating. I got to be late. I got to be back. And so I remember you sitting there whacking your legs together, being like, why should I hire you? And I said, because I am driven and I will
You
not
are.
quit.
You are driven and you do not quit, and
Yes.
you've turned into a rock star
Yes.
realtor.
And so when we started, I was in debt, but I was rich. Negative bank accounts, and I have right now, year to date, since 5 years, I have over 1.4 in cash net worth.
From 0 to 1.4 million in 5 years. Unbelievable. Great job, monster. Carol Flanagan, what's it been like for you for 5 years?
Oh boy, it's
I'm always
been
a little
journey.
afraid of you. I'm always worried you're going to break when I yell at you. Why am I worried about that?
No, I had to come beg you to get me into the program.
did.
It took me 2 tries.
I remember that.
I finally threatened him with discrimination.
Discrimination lawsuit. She literally said that to me. She goes up to me to fire. She says, you've rejected me 2 times. I said, and she's discrimination lawsuit. I feel discriminated against. I said, you're in. Right now, you're in.
So I
But
got
don't you
in.
all threaten me.
So, you know, like life, like this has been a journey, ups and downs, but whatever I was going through, the core and my coaches were always there to help me get through it. And I don't know what I would have done without them. So thank you to all my coaches and to Rick, your group of people. They're amazing.
We're glad to have you, Carol. Excellent
Thank
job.
you.
Patrick, another one of my students became a coach. What's the 5 years been like for you?
Man, 5 years ago, I was a title rep making 50 grand. Snuck into the room. Shouldn't have been here. I ran right up to you after doing like 2 or 3 deals in the first couple of months, and I said, I've been a realtor for 5 months. I'm going to be your next all-star.
I remember
you
that.
probably don't remember this. He says he does, but he's like, you shouldn't be in the room right now. Turned around and walked away.
Walked away.
Just walked
from
right
it.
away. So that was kind of the motivation I needed. But man, 5 years ago as a title rep, I kept thinking, all right, I'm going to jump into this general real estate gig. And I had this big BHAG, really. And my BHAG was 5 deals a month consistently to make a couple $100 grand. And if I would have hit that BCAT, I probably would not have kids right now. So me and my wife had to go through in vitro. I have twin boys that are 7 months old. I got a 3-year-old daughter, and that cost me about 130 grand out of pocket. Would have never been able to do that without coaching and guidance from everybody. And one of the most transparent things and greatest things, and one of the most, I don't know, it just blew me away, and I was like, I'm going to be core forever, was in 2014. I got paired up with Dayton Schrader, who's in my marketplace. I'm from the builder world. He owned the builder world, and he literally every single day without fail would meet me for the coffee shop and tell me exactly what he was doing. Said, hey, go do this, do that. And I was like, this guy is like my biggest competitor. He's telling me exactly what to do. I was like, I'm in for life. Just amazing.
That's the core. Now you closed how many sides last year as a realtor?
300.
300 sides, 5 years in the business. From 0 to 300 sides in 5 years. Unbelievable. Listen, I'm super proud of all of you. I want to get a picture with my 5-year people. Get in here. Let me get in here. Amazing run. We got a lot more to do, but we've had an amazing run so far. It's a great group. 3, 2, and 1. Cool. I'm proud of y'all. You've all done great. Keep it up. Don't screw up. That's your homework. A lot of graduates today. I got 2 more. 2 10-year. 2 10s, wow. And they're both realtors, and they're both guys that are on my team, and they're both unbelievable. They're top-notch realtors. Love them, both these guys. These guys are good guys. I love it when good guys do well. It makes me very proud because I always thought you had to be a little nasty and a little tough to make a lot of money. But I got some really good people in my program that are really good men, really good women, that do really good things in their family and their community that are making a lot of money. It's proof. Nice guys don't finish last. These are 2 really good guys. Can I have Steve Kerr and Alan Huggins? Come on up. So Alan had worked his way up, become a coach, stepped down from coaching, stayed as a student. So he's one of my students, was one of my coaches. We love Alan Huggins. He got a great business in Tennessee. Love him to death. We love Steve. So Alan, what's 10 years been like for you?
Ooh, 10 years. A long road, a lot of yelling from Rick. It's been the most rewarding 10 years of my life. I was a charity case 10 years ago. Didn't make enough to get into the Corps, but they allowed me anyway. And it took me, I think it was Mark said it earlier, I was a slow learner, but eventually had breakthroughs and just constantly met the right people at the right time. And I think that the beautiful thing about the Corps is it doesn't matter what coach you get, you're with the right coach at the right time. And it just seemed like every time I would get a new coach, no matter what I thought about them, there was some sort of breakthrough that would happen. And I was fortunate enough 4 years ago, to become a member of your team. Did that for 3 years, and my God, for you guys that are in it now, you know what I'm talking about, but it is the most amazing group of people that you will ever be around. Iron sharpens iron doesn't even begin to tell the story of that group of coaches. They fight together, they learn together, they cry together. Some of my best friends in the world, Marjorie, Haley, Josh, Hunter, Shayla, I mean, you guys just love you guys so much, and I would definitely not be up here without you guys. Rick, you believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, and I can't
seen
thank
your
you.
jump shot in your golf game. I knew you had greatness inside of you. That man can shoot hoops, and he can hit a golf ball.
Yeah. You told me about 10 years ago that I could be a $50 million producer, and I never believed it. And this year we are on pace for $50 million, and I saved more last month than I made in my first year as a student. So thank you guys. Y'all are
Great
awesome.
run, Alan Huggins. Steve's had a great run. I'd like to get Alan back on my team. You know, I got an opening again, okay? I got a realtor opening. He's retiring in one more day. He's going to retire. I hate it. I need him to come to me and say, Rick, I've changed my mind. 10 years, baby. What's it been like for you, crazy man?
You know, I came here from John Bruce, who I'll always be indebted to. He's not with the program right now, but I'll always be indebted to John. I talked my way past Todd and Rita, and Kendra was on calls with me several times, and she was always a star. But it was tough a couple times. You know, it's gone from, and Rick I always believed in Rick and the program. And it has truly gone from a chore to a habit to a ritual. And he said it always would, and it has. And that's my story. Thank you from the bottom
Great
of my
having
heart.
you, Steve.
Thank you. Love you, brother.
Get up here, get my picture. Come on. Get up here, Rita and Todd and Kendra with these 2 guys. These guys are rock stars. Come on in, Kendra. Our 10-year graduates, I like it. Cool. See you guys later. We good? We good? So tonight at 6:30, we're going to have cocktails in the ballroom where we were last night, or here? Right here. We're going to be here at 6:30. This room will all be turned over, decked out, fancy. We're going to have a game show with a bunch of members and coaches. We got a live band that's super cool that we've had before. We're going to be dancing and partying late. I'll have bonfires downstairs on that same terrace we had last night. I will, of course, be down there not dancing. The coaches, just so you know, mandatorily have to dance for a while. So they'll all be out there dancing. They don't really like it, but they got to be out there. I'm the boss. I don't have to be out there. I'm just not a good dancer. It's herky-jerky. I got this little box step going on. It's just not pleasant. I don't like it. So, unless the wife says dance, I don't dance. But you guys will have a good time, party, rock stars, have a great time. You worked your butt off all day. Last thing I want you to talk about is this book. We got a book about what core coaching is about. It's in your packet. You can look at it tonight. You can ask questions. Tomorrow, at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, I will ask you if you're interested in talking about coaching. You will sign an intent form. After that intent form, you will send us your tax returns and your financials, and we will interview you. Kendra, me, Todd, a couple of the senior coaches will interview you. We'll decide you're an A candidate, you're ready, a B candidate, you're not ready. Out of the A candidates, we will only pick from the A candidates. So we're looking for people that make over 300 grand. I don't care how much debt you have. That doesn't matter to me. I'm looking for people that are broken and committed to getting better. That's who we are. I'm still broken. Todd's still broken. Kendra and Reed are still broken. My coach is all broken. We're broken people that want to get better, and we're willing to do the work. We have an exact plan for you to follow. No variance, no creativity. We'll tell you exactly what to do every minute of every day. This semester, we're including bathroom breaks in our scheduling, just so you all know. Some of you have asked for more bathroom breaks. I've included dual bathroom breaks a day. So listen, you're going to be on a tight schedule. That's what it takes to be successful. I love pro sports. I run this program like you would coach pro sports. I hope that I would be like a Nick Saban or a Bill Belichick or Greg Popovich or Coach K. What do they all have in common, Aaron? They win. Why? They yell. So if you're looking for a timeout, I'm not the program. If you're looking for a participation trophy, I'm not the program. You want to break records? Have your best year ever every year? I'll guarantee it. If I don't get you there over 2 years, I'll refund the money. And I've done it. But listen, you're going to do the work, and you're going to be held accountable, and you're going to compete. You're going to be on a call with 2 other people at the same level, and you're going to compete with them. Who made the most money? Who saved the most money? And you're going to compete. That's what I do. That's what I want. I want to be around a bunch of people that are driven, hungry, humble, guaranteed they're going to get better. That's who I want to be around. I need you to get physically in shape. I need you to get tough with your families and be better with your families. I need you to be better in your communities. I need you to work on your spirituality. I need you to work on your businesses. What we do is a lot of work, but I'm telling you from me, who's been working like this for 34 years nonstop with lots of coaches and mentors, I think it's worth it. I have a great life. I have a great business. I got a lot of things I can get better at. I learned a lot today that I want to go back and teach my loan reps. I think we're getting it done. I think you're smart if you think about coming with us. Read this book tonight. Tomorrow we're going to have another big day. Big day. So tomorrow we're going to start out in the morning with some charity work that we do every semester with our groups. Are very charitable and they give a lot of money. Rita will talk about it. She'll decide where the charities go. We will go to classes in the morning tomorrow. We'll go to 2 classes. We'll come back and have lunch. After lunch tomorrow is easy. I got a guest speaker that wrote a book. I bought you all his book. It's in your package. From going from regular person to doing something spectacular, because I figured that's who all of you are. You're all regular people doing something spectacular. So I gave you his book to take back. Todd will do a talk about implementation. I'll do a talk about my new book that we're breaking out tomorrow called People Equals Profits. I'll give you my book, and we'll talk about how to take care of your people, how to be profitable. We'll get out of here, and we'll call it a couple days. So tonight, I want you to relax, put on some party clothes. I want you to have a riot. That does not mean get drunk. When I say have a riot, that means have a lot of fun, enjoy each other, have good conversations, dance, have a fun, healthy evening. Hang out, relax, and recreate. Tomorrow we'll start all over again. I need better participation than I had today. Today I talked about obedience, and I'm standing in the lobby watching 35 people come late to the class. It's very disrespectful to me. So listen, you're in my house, I'm the boss, you're my guest. I don't think of you as clients. I think of you as my guests in my house. Treat me with respect. Be on time. Be punctual. Ask good questions. Be professional. These are things that I require in my house. Now, for those of you in my money class, you looked at my personal budget. You know I could care less about getting any clients. I do this because I love it. Me and Todd are really rich. Kendra's kind of rich. Rita's kind of rich. Me and Todd are really rich. We do this because we love it. We don't need you as clients. We want you as clients. But we want your commitment to be almost as high as ours is back to you. That's what we require. So I want you to go relax, come down back here at 6:30. This room will open over. Have a great night!